where ordinary pocket change turns into hidden history and unexpected value. And today, we begin a deep professional journey into one of the most overlooked yet powerful coins of the state quarters era, the 2005 Maryland quarter, a coin that millions have held yet few have truly understood. And as we open this story, we are not just talking about metal, we are talking about identity, heritage, design, politics, minting technology, and the psychology of collecting during one of the most ambitious coin programs in the United States history. The Maryland quarter was released in 2005 as part of the 50 state quarters program during a time when America was actively reconnecting with its regional roots, and Maryland chosen as the seventh state to ratify the Constitution carries a legacy that reaches back to colonial America, religious freedom, maritime trade, and the birth of American law. The design, featuring the iconic State House dome in Annapolis, is not a random image. It represents the oldest state capitol still in continuous legislative use, and the place where George Washington resigned his commission as Commander-in-Chief, an act that defined civilian control of the military and shaped the future of democracy. Every line of the dome, every curve of the inscription reflects intense symbolism and pride. And when this design was struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, it entered circulation at a moment when millions of Americans were searching their change albums and rolls with renewed excitement. Yet within that massive production lie variations, condition rarities, errors, and stories that separate common coins from collectible treasures, from high-grade mint state examples to doubled dies off-center strikes and satin finish issues produced for collectors only. The 2005 Maryland quarter opens the door to understanding how modern coins can still hold value when knowledge meets patience. This video and this series will take you far beyond face value into mint history, die preparation, strike quality metal composition, market behavior, and the emotional connection collectors form with coins that represent home state pride and national memory. This is not just a quarter, this is a chapter of American history you can hold in your hand, and today we begin uncovering everything the 2005 Maryland quarter has to teach us about value, rarity, and the stories hiding in plain sight. 2005 Maryland quarter. It becomes clear that this coin exists at the crossroads of mass production and individual discovery, because while over 500 million examples were struck between the Philadelphia and Denver mints, no two collecting journeys are ever the same. The year of 2005 marked a mature phase of the state quarters program where design quality, mint efficiency, and public participation were at their peak. Schools, banks, families, and new collectors were all involved, and Maryland stood out as a design rooted not in abstract symbols, but in a real physical structure that still stands today. The Maryland State House dome rising above Annapolis Harbor reflects the state's colonial engineering influence and political courage, and that dome was carefully sculpted by engravers who had to translate architecture into metal relief while preserving clarity, durability, and strike consistency at high-speed presses. This challenge alone makes the Maryland quarter a technical achievement, because architectural designs are among the hardest to strike cleanly. And this is why sharpness in the dome windows, rooflines, and inscriptions plays such a critical role in grading and value. Collectors who understand this know that weak strikes flatten details and mushy lettering reduce desirability, while coins with crisp domes and full-definition command premiums, especially in higher mint state grades. Beyond the design lies the story of minting itself, where massive presses struck planchettes made from a copper, nickel-clad composition, carefully balanced for durability, circulation, life, and cost efficiency. And yet, within this standardized process, human oversight, machine calibration, and die wear introduce the possibility of error coins. And it is here that true treasure hunters focus their attention. The 2005 Maryland quarter is known to exist with off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, die cracks, grease-filled dies, and doubling on lettering, all of which can transform a common coin into a sought-after collectible when authenticated and preserved. And as we explore these varieties, we begin to understand why collectors never stop searching rolls, because rarity is not always about low mintage. It is about survival condition, and recognition condition is where the story intensifies, because the difference between a circulated example and a pristine mint state coin can mean the difference between face value and serious collector interest. Coins graded MS-67 and above are exceptionally scarce due to the realities of circulation bag marks and contact damage during transport and storage, and when a Maryland quarter survives with full luster clean fields and sharp details, it becomes a time capsule frozen in 2005, untouched by vending machines, pockets, or asphalt. And these are the coins that grading services certify and registry collectors compete for, driving demand and prices higher over time. The Maryland quarter also carries emotional value for collectors who connect to the state itself, whether through birthplace military service, education, or family history. And this emotional pull fuels long-term holding, which reduces available supply in top condition, creating natural scarcity. And when combined with the inevitable attrition of circulation damage, the long view becomes clear. Modern coins can become future classics for those who understand the timeline of collecting.